Hi everybody, I wanted to do a walkthrough of the latest AsgardX release, really explain this error message and a couple of new features that have been implemented by the devs. So the new version just been released here, 1.21.9. You can go ahead and download that. And if you had ledgers previously connected to your device, when you install the new version, you're going to get this error message. This is very easily fixed. So first thing you want to do is unlock your wallet and then go to the settings. And the error message is because when it's saved, you could say the settings file is saved. It's saved under sort of an old data structure, and a new data structure holding an account has been added, so it just can't recognize it. So the easiest way to fix this, the only way to fix this, is just to add a new ledger connection. So if I was to go add Bitcoin ledger, because I've got my ledger open here, that's going to create the address. If you wanted to say had a Thorchain connected before and you wanted to get a Thorchain in, I'm just quickly changing it on my ledger, then you go here. Then when you go back to our wallet and just click retry, the error is going to go away, and then that's it. For all subsequent versions thereafter, it's all going to be fine. So just going back to what I did here, there's been an account added. This has been because of this particular issue. So someone wanted this particular feature, so the devs have implemented that, or this particular feature to fully implement BIP84, and that's a Bitcoin standard here, but can apply to all other chains. You can read about it here. So this enables you to have not only an index or different indices that will give you different accounts, but or different addresses. So you can have many addresses, that the numbers can go quite high. But you can also have an account, and this account is, instead of just having indexes for it, it's a better way to logically separate. So you might have, just as an example, account 0 might be your rune bag. As an example, you might have another one for LP, you might have another one for bond provider, and you might have different addresses within, or different indexes within that particular account. So it's just a better way to logically separate it. You can do this with, obviously with a ledger, you can do it with Bitcoin, you can do it with any supported ledger within AsgardX. It's not just specific to Thorchain. It's a pretty cool feature. Just to go back and show this on Bitcoin a bit better. So I've got account 0 and index 0. And for most people that just want an account, this would be the best way to do it. You don't want to get too fancy on this. But, you know, if I was to do account 0, index 0, so account 1, index 0, then that would give me a different address. If you're going to go ahead and do this, a bit of a word of caution is you need to know what account index you've selected, and if you're going to utilize this address, so you can get back to it. You know, AsgardX is not going to show you all the different combinations, just, you know, see where you have balances. So you've really got to record this, whether you do this in a spreadsheet or notes. You want to do that. So as an example, I've got account 0, index 0, which is what I had before. And that's going to produce this particular address, and then account 1, index 1 produces this particular address. And if you're getting more and more, using more and more, I'd recommend document them so you know what's going on and what account and index combination you've selected. Else it can be easy to forget, and then you can possibly forget where your funds are. All right, so that's the ledger change, or the update to include this account for people that want to use it. And I guess, you know, for most people, maybe they're just going to stick with the default, which is going to be 0, 0. There's been some other updates that the developers have done. There's been some performance updates, some tweaks there, so maybe that will be seen. There has also been, if we've got a swap, it's been a pretty cool feature here. So normally you can only swap up to the amount of your balance. And sometimes if you've got a really low balance, you can't swap just because the swap amount's not big enough. So there's this feature here to do a swap only, or sorry, to do a quote only, and you can go ahead and then have like large amounts. So just say you want to quickly know how much you're going to swap this amount of rune for this amount of Bitcoin, or say 10,000 rune for Bitcoin is going to give you this much. You can quickly get a quote, and that's a quicker way than going back to the pools and unlocking your wallet and then doing the quote that way. It's just a quick way to do it within the swap page here. There's been some other fixes. The native Maya transaction cost was corrected, and that just goes straight off the Maya Mimir endpoint. And there's been added, someone did request this, the devs have added the Midgard Maya chain here, as well as you can edit this. There are on the ThorChain docs and on the Maya docs within the dev docs connecting to ThorChain or Maya chain, there are different endpoints you can do, so you can go ahead and edit this if you wanted to. If you run your own node or own validator, then obviously you can put your IP address here and that type of thing. So what else? Been some updates as well. There was swapping some ARB tokens when you're with Maya. There are issues that got fixed up, and as far as outstanding issues, there's some Midgard issues that's been reported within the dev Discord that affects the price. Sometimes the pools endpoint is dropping Bitcoin and Ethereum, so you have this error where it says I can't find the pool. Don't know, that's a Midgard issue. That's where AsgardX gets its data from. So something really that can be done within AsgardX. And there's another issue. When I was doing some testing, I found that within Arbitron, some of the outbounds get stuck. If I go back here, I think some of this GNS was getting held up because of some outbound issues. There's not much that can be done there. I talked to them about that. It's come through, so that's pretty cool, because I'd swapped Pepe and GNS and that took a while to get out. So again, there's just some teething issues, not to do with AsgardX, but some issues that you might experience. So that's the video. I hope you found that useful. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. I like to do these videos for AsgardX, particularly when there's big changes. I quite like AsgardX. I use it a lot myself, and the devs, like me to do a bit of a video overview for users, so it's not, it's a bit easier to know how to use. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.